Hold up, hold up, hold up. It's that boy Changeofplanz. Don't give a damn. He cooler than a fan. Walking real tall. Some say he's a man.
Yeah. And it's crazy because before me and Drop got tight, when I was at the studio, he seen me. When I did time and shit, it's cause I got caught with that same gun that I sang on going dinners with. I told you I had a black cloud on me in Orlando, so I ended up getting caught with a gun. I had just got off probation in Louisiana, and all my charges was getting expunged. So legally, I could carry a pistol in Louisiana, but Florida law is different. I ain't know that shit, so I'm toting. All right, Drop see me in the studio with my gun, but he see who I'm in the studio with. I'm with some Zoes from Miami, some niggas who was on gangland. Some niggas like out the Haitian Zoma.
Weeks and all that?
No, they ain't have no weeks. Like, it's some real Zoes. Like, they on the shit that's on CNN. Remember when Young Bird got his chain took?
Yeah.
And they had some Haitians talking, saying they'll get his chain back from Trick, and that's them. I used to be with them. Long story. Anyway. All right. I'm gonna say this story, and then we can kind of wrap it up or whatever, however we want to do it. But when I first went to Orlando, we was in the club. First night I went to the club, my partner got the VIP section, and the Zoe niggas came in the section like kind of bum rush style shit, and just can't start pouring liquor and shit. I'm looking at them niggas like, man, you know them niggas? He looking at me like, yeah, but I could tell the energy wasn't right. So he ended up introducing me to the niggas, but he introduced me like this, but he trying to tip him. He like, yeah, this my homeboy from Baton Rouge, this Boosie people. You know what I'm saying? This how I know Boosie name hold buku weight, like that nigga in the ice machine.
Could have been, you were saying this Boosie people.
Yeah, he was introducing me as Boosie people. He used to rap with Boosie.
Yeah.
And that's how I know Boosie name hold weight, because before that, they used to be like leaning on bro, like, you know, not really taking nothing from him, but just like trying to take advantage, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So as soon as he told him that, dude energy, whole attitude changed. That nigga like, oh, what's happening, bro? Dap me off, you know, bump shoulders with me. He like, yeah, man, I be taking, every time Boosie come to Miami, I be going to the club with them niggas looking out for him, whoop the one. He like, ask him if he know, and he said his name, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, bet. So then we exchange numbers. But you know, real street niggas, we don't just exchange numbers for no reason. Like, I'm gonna use that bitch. So he went to hitting me, I went to hitting him. We started going to the Magic games together, you know what I'm saying? And then we start talking, and he was like, did I have a studio to record in? I'm like, no. He like, oh, I'm finna take you about the Raw studio in Orlando. Nigga did that. Man, I recorded in Orlando for like 6 months, I ain't paid nothing. That's how much like lean that nigga had on niggas. Like, that nigga was running from some shit in Miami, but was taking over Orlando. Like, that nigga took the engineer outside for about 5 minutes. The engineer came back inside, asked me, man, what you wanna do? I ran up a tab I ain't never had to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But Drop had seen who I was with, and he pulled me to the side. He like, man, you know who you with? I'm like, yeah, kinda. You know what I'm saying? He like, for real, you know who you with? I'm like, yeah, I know what's up. So he like, man, watch them niggas, bro. Like, them niggas dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like, them the type, I knew they was the type of niggas, like, if I let my guard down, they might try to kidnap me and hold me for ransom for my little partner. Like, yeah, like my NBA partner used to always tell me, man, if you going with them niggas, do not let them niggas pick you up from the house. Man, I used to have to walk like 4 blocks to let them niggas pick me up.
Make sure you know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm living like that, so we own it, you know what I'm saying? But long story short, one of the nights we at the studio, Drop see me with my gun, but them niggas, by me knowing who I'm with and me not really trusting them niggas, I never let them niggas know I used to have my gun on me. I used to always have that bitch on me, you know what I'm saying? But when Drop came in the booth with me and I had that bitch sitting on the shit that you write your music on, that bitch was on that, and he seen it. So then he was like, man, Orlando be tripping about guns. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga kind of spoke ill on me. You know how a nigga speak something into existence? I done had my gun the whole time I'm out there. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Now you worry about my fucking gun. That same night, when we left the studio, I ain't supposed to say the nigga name, my bad. But anyway, the Zoe, he like, man, let's go to the club. He won't go to this first, he say it was first Tuesday or some shit, and he say that's when all the hoes come out, first Tuesday. He like, man, we gotta go. I'm like, I ain't really feeling it. I'm like, I'm trying to go home. He like, yeah, but you stay in Maitland. And he like, he like, I'm gonna have to pass the club up to take you home and then go back to the club. He like, we ain't gotta be in there long. We could be in there like 30, 45 minutes and bust. I'm like, all right, bet, come on. We go downtown. Now, Orlando police is on OD next level shit. Like, they on some, man, they walk around with big ass bulletproof vests with the canisters. Everybody got AR-15s. Like, this is the regular police. Like, them niggas OD on some other shit. Ask somebody in Orlando. Them niggas crazy. Big ass white boys with caps like this, you hear me? Hey, I did like 6 months in 33rd. Yeah, I done been all over in jail. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so when we park, the Zoe jump out and go to pissing. I'm walking to the club. Man, undercovers pull up from everywhere. Lights and shit. I'm talking about unmarked vans and Impalas and shit. No police cars. Like, what the fuck? See, but I think they was on them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me?
It was on them.
Yeah. Bam. Him urinating in public was they probable cause just to fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? So bam. When they pull up, I see them. So I'm like in the middle of the street. I'm trying to walk fast. They got one of them behind me talking about, stop. I'm like, for what? I'm finna go in the club. So I keep walking. He like, you keep walking, I'm gonna tase you. So I stop. I'm like, man, what you fucking with me for? He like, man, your boy urinating in public. I'm like, go fuck with him then. I ain't did nothing. I'm finna go in the club. You feel me? Turn to walk again. That boy like, pull his taser out. He like, I'm about to tase you. I'm like, he like, sit right there on the curb. I'm like, man, I ain't sitting on nothing, man. Go on, do what y'all gonna do, man. So I'm waiting. Dumbass nigga who was driving, who car was, he ain't lock his door. So now they pulling on the door handles, all them bitches unlocked. They popped that bitch, went straight to my gun. Oh, who this for? You know what I'm saying? Now look, everybody in the car don't even, they looking at like, they really don't know who the gun for. They like, where the fuck that come from? I had to slip that bitch under the seat, you know what I'm saying? So bam, about an hour passed by, I ain't taking my lick yet, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see how it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas like, the Zoe acting like he don't even know who I am. They trying to say I'm part of a gang. I'm like, man, I'm not even from out here. I'm from, you know, I'm trying to tell them where I'm from. You know, they don't want to believe none of this shit. And then at some point, the Zoe was just out there crying about how, you know, that shit wrong, whooped around. So at some point, I was just like, I'm gonna just be a man and take my lick. Cause they was threatening to take everybody to jail for the one gun. Which they not supposed to be able to do that, but they was threatening to do it. So I just was like, man, that's my gun, you know what I'm saying? And then they went and ran my record and seen I was a convicted felon. See, because it was a legal gun, like it wasn't stolen or nothing. And in Louisiana, I could told it, but they like, oh, in Florida, no convicted, we don't have expunged records, so no convicted felon can possess a firearm in Florida. So it's like, if you're a convicted felon in Louisiana and you have a legal gun, if you drive that bitch, like niggas need to know that, take that gun to Florida and get caught with it. Your ass is going to jail. You understand what I'm saying? Because they don't have the same laws. You feel me? I end up doing some time behind that duck ass shit.
Yeah, do you regret any of that shit?
Shit, yeah, I feel that's why I don't carry guns now, because it's like, I'm not going to do time behind a what if. I ain't got nothing going on the way if I need a gun, I'm gonna go. I know how to go get a gun. But as far as me just toting a gun, just like I feel like niggas be carrying guns like it's part of their wardrobe or some shit. Everywhere they go, they be gotta put that bitch down. Man, you ain't got nothing going on. Sit your stupid ass down.